Hi, this is a video for our 3D low back reset. So what we're going to do is a couple of very specific slow movements in 3 different ways. We're going to do each set to start 3 times, and then we will gradually add on. Okay, so if you don't have a table at home, you can use the ground, you can use just some solid surface. Make sure that you are supported and that you have either a chair available, a stool available, because we will do a lying down, a seated, and then a standing variation. So all to support the pelvis, the hips, and the low back, including the abdominals. Okay, here we go. So take your time to come to a reclining position. So again, if you don't have a table, just on the ground, have a chair handy. And you're going to slowly lower yourself all the way down, keeping the knees bent. And we're going to start first by breathing. So all of the exercise is going to take place on the exhale. And sometimes that is what your mind needs to get wrapped around, right? But everything on the exhale. So we're going to start with the hands on the belly, the low belly, so that we can feel as we use our exhale, we're going to feel the lower abdominals begin to engage. So a nice deep breath in through the nose and then out from the mouth. 2 more like that, breathing in and out. 1 more time, inhaling through the nose, out from the mouth. This time we're going to breathe in through the nose, out from the mouth as we add a subtle tilt. So we're tucking the tail and we're scooping the abdominals. Inhale to release, so slow little arch to the low back. As you breathe out, we're scooping the abdominals and tucking the tail gradually. Inhale and exhale. Finding a neutral spine. That means we're not overly tucked nor are we overly arched. We're going to start with our right leg first. And as you breathe in, we're going to lift the toes, press out through the heel, take the full breath in to get there. As you breathe out, it's a small lift of the leg using your abdominals and your quad. Inhale to lower the right leg and exhale to pull it back in. We'll do the left side. Inhale, toes point up, taking the full breath in to straighten the leg. Use the exhale to lift the leg just an inch or 2. Inhale to lower, exhale to bring the knee back. And again, inhale, lift the right toes, pressing out through the heel. As you breathe out, scoop the abdominals, use the quad to lift the leg, and then exhale to pull it back. Inhale, left toes lift, press out. Use your exhale to lift the leg. Inhale to lower, exhale to bend. 1 more time each side. Inhale, toes lift, press out through the right heel. Use your exhale to lift the leg an inch. Inhale to lower, exhale to bend. And the other side. Inhale, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, and exhale, bend the knee. Come back to your breath. Both knees bent, inhale, small arch. Exhale, scoop the abdominals, small tuck. Inhale to arch. Exhale, scoop and tuck. 1 more time, breathing in and out. Coming back to a neutral spine, we're going to do 1-legged lifts, keeping your knees bent. Same hand to the same thigh. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, right leg lifts, so just the knee lifts, the foot lifts. Press the right hand to the thigh. And exhale to lift, inhale to lower. And switching sides. Breathing in to prepare. Exhale to lift the left leg, left hand to the thigh. Inhale to lower, and exhale, lift right hand to the right thigh. Inhale to lower, and exhale to lift. Good, one more time each side. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift right hand, right thigh. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, and exhale, relax. Inhale, small arch through the back. Exhale, scoop the abdominals. Good, inhale to arch. Exhale to scoop. One more time, breathing in. And exhaling, let it go. Okay, we're going to add opposite hand to opposite thigh. So we're going to start with the left hand to the right thigh. So we're going to take a breath in to prepare. As we breathe out, we're lifting the right leg, left hand meets it. Inhale to lower, and exhale, switching, using your abdominals and quad, left hand to the right hand to the left leg. Inhale to lower, and exhale to switch. Inhale to lower, exhale to switch. One more each side, breathing in. Exhale, hand to thigh, breathing in, release. And exhale, opposite hand to thigh. Inhale, lower, exhale, relax. Breathing in, arch the back. Breathing out, small tuck. Good, we're gonna add on here. Breathing in and out. One more just like that, breathing in. And exhale, small tuck. Now this time the inhale's gonna stay the same. Breathing in, slight arch. This time as you scoop the abdominals, you're gonna squeeze the butt. Inhale to release. And exhale, scoop the abs and squeeze your butt. Good, again, breathing in, release. Exhale to scoop and squeeze. Last one, breathing in. And exhale to scoop and squeeze. Okay, you can stay with that or you can add on, okay? So you can stay with lifting one leg, opposite hand to thigh, all right? Or if you want a more challenging method, we're gonna lift both legs up, okay? So choose what works for you right now. Breathing in, prepare. As you breathe out, either staying where you are or lifting one leg at a time into tabletop. Okay, hands are right above the thighs. So as you breathe in, right leg is going to lower. Exhale, you're pressing opposite hand to opposite thigh. Keep that hand there, breathing in, left leg lowers. Exhale, switch. Keep that hand there. Inhale, lower. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, opposite hand to opposite thigh. Inhale, lower. Exhale, switch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, switch. One more each side. Breathing in. The work is on the exhale, switch. Inhale and exhale, switch. Slowly make sure the legs come down, hands to the low belly, breathing in, small arch. Exhale, tuck and squeeze the glutes. Inhale, gentle arch. Exhale, just doing some pelvic tilts and adding the glutes. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. Coming back to your neutral spine. We're going to change to a seated position. So take your time to get there. And I will meet you in a comfortable seat. When you arrive in your seat, make sure that your feet are on the ground. The very edge of your pelvis, right, is supported. Your hands will come to your lap or to your low belly to begin. Roll the shoulders out of the ears. And we're going to start the same way that we did on our back. So nice big breath in. We're adding just a very subtle arch. As you breathe out, very subtle tuck. Scoop the abdominals. Inhale to arch. Exhale to scoop. So pelvic tilts, but just from a seated position. We're doing that same exact sequence, but now seated. Finding that we can make use of this anytime that we are seated or on our backs. One more time, breathing in to arch, breathing out to scoop. Okay, starting with your right leg, you're gonna take the right leg as you breathe in, stretch it out. Exhale, small lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bend the knee. Left side, inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale. Good. Inhale, press it out. It's the abs and the quad that are lifting. Inhale, lower. Exhale, bend. Again, breathing in, left side. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to bend. One more each side. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Breathing in and out. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale to arch. Exhale, scoop the abdominals. Inhale to arch and exhale. You can see it's a very small movement. We're not doing anything crazy. One more time, breathing in and out. Good. Come to a neutral spine. Feet still on the ground. We're going to do same hand to same thigh. So remember, the exhale is where the effort is at. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, right hand to right thigh as it lifts up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, left side. Inhale to lower and exhale. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Good. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, lower, and exhale, relax. All right, coming back to the tucks. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, scoop. Inhale to arch. Exhale to scoop. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Coming to a neutral spine, nice tall back. Opposite hand to opposite thigh. Same thing we did on the back. Breathing in, prepare. Breathing out to lift. Right leg lifts, left hand presses. Inhale to lower. Exhale, left leg lifts, right hand presses. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Opposite hand to opposite thigh. Breathing in and out. Doesn't matter how high the leg lifts, as long as it feels supported by the abdominals, by the quad, right? Inhale, lower, last one each side, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, relax. Breathing in, arch, exhale, scoop. Inhale, arch, exhale, scoop. One more, inhale, and exhale. Here's where we're gonna add the glutes. So breathing in, exhale, squeeze your butt, squeeze the abs. Inhale, arch. Exhale, scoop the abdominals, squeeze your butt. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Good, coming to a neutral spine, hands to your thighs, slowly press up, come to stand. All right, same thing. Hands can stay on the hips, right? They can stay at the lower abdominals, make sure that they're engaged. Wherever you're at, make sure you feel supported and grounded by your feet, hip distance apart. All right, soft bend to the knees, breathing in just a little bit of a arch, and then exhale, scoop. Think of getting your pelvis underneath of you. Inhale and exhale to scoop. So it's not a huge movement, right? We're just going inhale, just a little lift back, and then exhale, think of scooping the abdominals to lift up. Inhale, and exhale. All right, so we're gonna start by straightening the right leg as you breathe in. Now squeeze the left glute and just lift the right leg an inch or two. Inhale to lower, exhale, slide it back. Step into the right side, breathing in, left leg, exhale, lift it up an inch. Inhale, lower, exhale, slide it back. Good, 2 more times. Breathing in, squeeze that left glute, lift the right leg an inch. Inhale, lower, exhale, slide it back. Squeeze the right glute. Inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale underneath of you. Squeeze the left glute. 1 more each side. This helps with balance, right? This helps with getting our body coordinated and working together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, soft bend arch. Exhale, scoop. Feel how the abdominals and the glutes now are working together, maybe a little bit better. Feel how you can get your pelvis right underneath of you so that it feels supported. Exhale, scoop. Standing nice and tall. Same hand to same thigh. So breathing in, prepare. Exhale, lift the right leg as you press the right hand. Inhale to lower. Exhale, switch. Good. Inhale, lower. Take your time. Exhale, right hand, right thigh. Squeeze the left glute. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale and exhale. Okay. Inhale, both legs down, arch the back. Exhale, scoop. We have 1 more. Exhale, scoop, and that means opposite hand coming to opposite thigh. All right? So get your pelvis underneath of you, scoop the abdominals, lift up nice and tall. Hands can start at the hips, right at the lower abdominals. We're gonna breathe in, prepare. As you breathe out, your right leg is gonna lift, left hand meets it. Inhale to lower, squeeze that right glute. Exhale, lifting the left leg. Inhale, lower, left butt squeezes as the right leg lifts. Inhale, lower, exhale. Inhale and exhale. You got it. Inhale and exhale. 1 more each side, using the exhale to press. Inhale to lower, exhale to press. Inhale, lower, arch the back a little. Exhale, scoop the pelvis. Inhale and exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Good. So if it feels complicated, right, don't let it get the best of you. Practice makes perfect. Remember that the exhale is where all of the effort is going, and that's when we're lifting the leg using our abdominals and our quad here, right? When we're standing, we're using the glute, the abs, right? So that we feel supported, we feel stable, helps with balance, helps with getting left and right brain, talking to one another, right? Also helps just with crossing energy through the body. Hope that was helpful. Thanks so much and keep practicing.